again for one more game of Wargame European Escalation, and it's going to be on the Duel field map, which in some ways actually reminds me of open field. In fact, in some ways it's even more open than open field. I suppose, yeah, we do have a couple places to cloister command vehicles, but yeah, as you can see, quite a few of these control zones just don't really seem to have much in terms of cover for command vehicles, so what the hell. So yeah, going to be a standard destruction game, NATO versus Pact, and yeah, we'll be playing as NATO in this case, as, yeah, see my name there, Lightsmen under NATO, and Pact is going to be spawning all the way on the left in the India sector, so I'll just change the perspective of it. There we go, that's a bit better. I don't really know if it's meant to look like that or that. Yeah. And I'm assuming the arrow that's pointing that way is meant to indicate north, I think. Or something like that. In any case, looks like I'll be taking Delta, and I'll just speed things up a bit actually. Oops. So what do we have there? We got leopards, more leopards, infantry in the APCs, AAA, Chaparral AA, various command vehicles, a couple of chieftains by me, as well as a couple of chaparrals. Also got a whole variety of transport helicopters with various infantry in them being used by Exxon. And let's see, opponent is going to, what do we have? Yeah, I'll go here and rape with art. So Borowski's saying that, interesting. Oh, actually I was playing with Borowski before, actually. With, yeah, actually I was playing with him as Pact as well, so yeah, it's such a shabby play. It should be interesting to see what will happen here. Oh, wow, now this is interesting. We actually got John on the Pact team surrendering. Vikhail's got crap loads of let's see, Mi-24As and Mi-24D gunship helicopters. A very interesting beginning there, to say the least. Very interesting indeed. There we go. Also, they're sending a command vehicle to resecure India. Not really sure why they didn't just send out one to begin with, but what can you do? And, well, there we go. Just slow things down a bit. We've got Bradley's of all things being sent out in the front for Exxon, and yeah, although you can get it with infantry in them. The problem is though, they're incredibly expensive. There we go. Incredibly expensive for yeah, just simply to carry infantry around right into the fray like this. Especially, yeah, since their weapons are pretty long range. The ATGM and the autocannon having the range of a standard cannon. Well, actually, not of that one, but yeah, having the range of at least lesser tanks there. So, not sure what the hell they're thinking. They also got heavy hogs by myself, big sense there. Although, yeah, unfortunately getting torn to pieces by these books, whatever the hell they're meant to be called. Yeah, Motostelski, funnily enough, and yeah, T-64B is managing to tear up that rather expensive infantry force in the middle as well, so sucks to be them to say the least. So we have a couple of ATGMs coming in, but I really should be watching out. Can I actually see? Yeah, I can actually see that tank there. These vehicles are in the way of my missiles though, which kind of sucks, and these guys have got missiles as well. Whoa, Milan's getting destroyed by something or rather, not really sure what's. Interesting. Exxon willing to attack that point as well, so very interesting indeed. Also at the same time, what do we have here? We've got some hidden transport helicopters coming in here, and they're going to be in for one hell of a surprise when they come up against all these gunships. I mean, that's just ridiculous, holding them sorry, holding them in reserve like that. Also got some transport helicopters coming in for Mikhail, and there we go, my own ATGMs taking a few pot shots at these T-64s, and wow, even the Kurtz getting in on the action there with its auto cannon. So managing to get a few side shots at the very least, not really doing much damage, as you can see. My ATGMs unfortunately being forced to retreat there. Chieftains coming in to try to clear things up, and wow, actually sending in my infantry and APCs very close to my opponent. I'm not really sure what I was thinking there. Two APCs being blown up, with Shosua Famas has been blown up as well. There we go, now they're all basically out in the open. I suppose, yeah, they can actually get a few shots off with their rockets there, so a bit of a daring move by me there, but yeah, it does actually appear to be working there. Also got artillery shelling the town there. Yeah, we probably suspected that there would be Motostelskis in there. But yeah, they're actually all in this building, funnily enough. Although yeah, hopefully artillery should be able to get that as well, so very interesting. Also got mortars being used by myself as well, why not? As well as yeah, a couple of dedicated ATGMs being used by my ally there. Don't really know what exactly he's doing coming with challenges though. I suppose he could just try to take these guys out quickly. These guys have actually got very good stabilizers, but the thing is, sending them in like this, if they're infantry hitting these buildings, and these challenges will basically be blown to smithereens. But as it turns out, yeah, the hidden infantry is actually all the way in this building, and yeah, they're basically taking pot shots at this challenger. This challenger formation. One of them getting destroyed. Two of them getting destroyed. Montestelski's having a great time leveling up. This helicopter being sent around here, not really sure why. And yeah, as you can see, the opponent's certainly doing one hell of a job in blowing the crap out of us. Actually, wow, actually massive point disparity here. 1385 for Pact compared to 225 for NATO. So losing those heavy tanks, really bad for us. I don't know what the hell my ally was thinking of that. And yeah, in any case, he had decided to send him own chieftains, hopefully with a little bit more finesse than my opponents there. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, do have various vehicles in infantry, that sort of crap. All actually, I'm not really seeing much infantry, but they have various vehicles hiding about in these in this forest. And yeah, my Vulcans getting targeted by bloody T-80s as well, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Don't know exactly why I set my Vulcans there either without any recon for that matter. Seems rather bizarre. And yeah, now they've all got torn up, which really sucks to say the least. But yeah, at the very least, yeah, I'm starting to counter-attack there. Wow, there's Montestelski's being a bit closer than I thought though. Taking out one of my AMXs. Oh, maybe be coming out of infantry. Maybe, there we go. Finally coming out of infantry, but yeah, that artillery really doing a number of my infantry there. At least getting a couple of shots off against the Montestelski's, but then Montestelski's are pretty cheap. But then again, so are Chasseurs Famas. So, well, what the hell. Also, Chieftains coming in to do a bit of damage there. Why not, eh? Since these guys are actually all out of rockets. Not bad indeed. Well, yeah, these Chieftains are taking a bit of damage by these T-80Us, which is basically camping in this little forest here. Can I actually see them? No, I can't, of course. So I just know I'm getting attacked by something, but I don't realise how dire it actually is. And wow, actually keep my Chieftains there for some reason. Wow, actually sending them forward. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking there, especially without any recon there. So bit of a screw game by NATO, to say the least. I'm sending in units forward like this. I suppose I do have my recon here, but really I should have sent them up a bit more forward to begin with. But oh well, at least I managed to clear out, more or less to clear out the Montestelskis, except for this squad, of course. And yeah, one of my allies saying there are tanks here. Of course, I realised I tried to send out my chieftains to engage them directly, but they actually get so demoralised that they're routed before they can even get close enough to detect these tanks. So, interesting. And Kut is... oh, that's right. So I think this is where I start realising that the swamp can actually hide your units. So yeah, this is when I start sending in the units to hide out in the swamp and all that. Oh, okay, yeah, interesting. Got my ATGMs coming in, and fortunately we do have allies supporting with various tank destroyers and regular tanks as well. Although yeah, here comes a nice little rocket barrage to rain on our parade there. So sucks, but we can just turn off that info units thing. Bam. So wow, actually doing a bit to the frame rate there as well, for that matter. There we go. And yes, doing a bit of damage there. So was that a Buratana or was that just a regular MLR? Oh no, it was Smirch Shaker, so the expensive yes, what's the expensive MRS there. So doing great damage, and yeah, each missile having pretty good HE power there. So bit of a pain in the ass, but actually don't seem to have lost too much though. But yeah, could do some supply trucks there to try to do a bit of damage there. And this is rather audacious of my ally, actually sending in Leopard 1A4s out. Main gun's not too bad, but the thing is they're engaging T-80Us, which I think are the most expensive packed tanks available. And yeah, I don't think they've even detected these bloody T-82s, sorry, T-80Us, let alone started shooting at them. So kind of sucks to say the least. We don't even have recon here. It was probably there originally, but it got destroyed by artillery. And where the hell is our artillery? Let's see. Well, I do have mortars firing, but where is this? Ah, there we go. Finally, my paladins firing a couple of shots off there. We'll just follow the artillery as it heads to oh, that's right. I tried to take out his command armor. I think I must have spotted it, or I might have suspected where it was. So yeah, just trying to get a shot off there. It is armoured though, so it's going to survive. Well, or rather be able to take the artillery a bit better though. So it kind of sucks. But Now, what can you do? And yeah, opponent's also starting to infiltrate this little town a bit with a couple of Motostrelskis and their BTRs. And yeah, I probably should have just redirected my artillery here until I could get some corrected shots off. But, oh, what can you do? Actually, I suppose I did have my, or rather I did have my recon around here, but it looks like they've just been destroyed as well. Oh well, another thing getting launched here by Vikal just for defense. Yep. And oh, there we go. At least they're managing to catch their tanks out in the open, and it doesn't look like they've even got anything in terms of recon there, so I don't really know why they sent out their tanks like that. Seems rather a strange thing to do. I think at least one of the T-80Us has been taken out. The second one managing to retreat though, which kind of sucks. More artillery coming in though. And yeah, I don't think my ally is going to have a great time in handling that. Thankfully, it does seem to be using mostly armor stuff. It does have a few infantry here and there as well to spot ahead. So yeah, it's not a great position either. While my artillery, or well, my mortars keep firing a couple of shots off there. And here comes more MRS files. So wow, it's actually got 3 of them. Wow. So be a bit of a pain in the ass there. Even if I think they're mostly firing uncorrected shots there, but yeah, even a couple of shots hitting there, here and there does a bit of damage. Doesn't really seem to actually kill anything, but yeah, does stun and yeah, really take a bit of health out of different things. Not that really matters too much at this point anyway. I mean, 711 points that we have compared to their 2,791, and many of our points actually just belonging to myself. This my ally's not exactly doing a great job either, but yeah, do have a couple of mistakes by the opponents as well. Normally you don't want to be sending your tanks out into the open like this, with at least a bit more support. I suppose he does at least have some armoured recon there, but yeah, these tanks can be hit from multiple angles as well. I mean, we've got sorry, we've got towers here, we've got anti-tank units here, so yeah, these tanks can be hit from the front and the side as well, so get some nice flanking shots on them and take them out with a bit more ease. So not exactly the greatest situation to be in, but yeah, at the same time it does also reveal where my units are, so my opponent immediately starts shelling my artillery, but thankfully I do appear to react in time though, except for that VAB and that tail vehicle getting taken out. This kind of sucks to say the least. Wow, there goes my recon infantry squad. Ouch. I managed to save one tower from that, which is just dandy. And yeah, it looks like that's it's an ATGM helicopter. Interesting. That's right. I did decide to send in my own recon unit to try to at least find exactly where his command armor is. Although I think I reacted a bit too slowly with my own artillery in trying to actually shell it, which kind of sucks. And got transport helicopters coming in, which hopefully have been seen by someone on my team. As yeah, they're probably going to bring quite a bit of pain to us otherwise. Also interesting place to put a Chaparral, which has got no armor, getting taken out by a T-80 BV. It's overkill for it. What the hell? Actually, BV, or is it the B, or is it the U that's is the most powerful tank? Might be the BV, I can't remember. Well, whatever. T-80 line, very strong line of tanks in either case, especially since they get the rather annoying ATGMs as well. Although, yeah, normally you wouldn't want to send in your tank unsupported like this into a forest, but I guess they were just hoping we wouldn't have any infantry there, and by jolly they were actually right. Well, then again, I think they also might have shelled this forest with artillery before, which would also explain why they were just willing to yeah, just go on willy-nilly with an expensive heavy tank there. But yeah, interesting. We do actually have a couple of ATGMs taking shots here, but oh, okay, I think they're trying to take out the Smerchers, and unfortunately all of these gunships just going to town on them, as yeah, these dedicated ATGMs, sorry, ATGM helicopters don't actually have any cannons around that, which kind of sucks. See, the Scorpion has, what the hell, why did oh, I think I tried to send it back to find out what the transport helicopter was doing, which in my opinion probably wasn't a great thing to do. I probably should just, yeah, sending just a Cobra just to try to take out the transport helicopters instead. And yeah, that's of course sending this guy back, but yeah, it's of course quite a bit of fuel. Gives the opponent more time to reinforce, in this case with various APCs armed with infantry of some description, so either riflemen or special forces or something. So yeah, it's rather interesting. We had all these forces deployed here as well, but for some reason my ally wasn't really well, it didn't really seem to push too much with them. I think I think I even mentioned that to him, but yeah, it didn't really seem to make too much difference. I think he said, yeah, it's just gave the reason that, you know, he was just pinned down or something like that, but yeah, at the same time, suffering all that artillery fire isn't that great either, so yeah, just keep getting shelled by that, while here we are, we've got Cobra coming in to do a bit of damage there. Have to watch out though. Nope, gets blown up. At least I managed to spot his transport helicopters exactly where they were delivering the infantry, but the thing is, yeah, getting a Cobra lost for that, it isn't exactly cost effective to say the least. Also, yeah, looks like the opponents, yeah, definitely having the advantage when it comes to control zones control. Let's have a look. So, I'll just get a bit closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And we don't have a midpoint either, which grants, well, in this case has got more resource points. But, oh well. And here we go, here comes the helicopter rush. Wow, they're just tearing the crap out of us, so yes. Very interesting tactic by Mikhail here. Yeah, they all appear to belong to Mikhail. So basically, yeah, forcing us from Delta. Not that we, I don't think we actually had a command vehicle there. Maybe actually putting a little help flare there. Trying to get a bit of well, trying to get my allies to do a bit of damage to the helicopter formation there. Got a couple of heavy hogs coming in, but they actually don't have any weapons they can use against these helicopters. I don't know what the hell Exxon was actually thinking there. I launched another beacon here. I think it's just another help beacon. Yep. And yeah, the tower's also getting the crap blown out of them. We do actually have a couple of Chaparrals here and there, a couple of flak panzers, thankfully, but yeah, the helicopter formation really being able to smash through us, and yeah, really getting packed to jump forward when it comes to points and all that. So my Jupiter supply trucks being left in the fray there, but yeah, the tank just coming in to capture them, and yeah, to get a bit of its stuff replenished there, while my guys on the left are basically not doing anything except basically sitting in the forest waiting for the artillery to come to them. And yeah, of course, opponents, instead of attacking our reinforcement zone directly, they figure, you know, why not try to attack our outlying control zones instead, which yeah, as you can see, appears to have been a better idea, as yeah, our AA vehicles all around here, while not actually being here. There was actually a flare from one of the opponents saying there was lots of AA here, but I think it's mostly gone. There's, yeah, it's just triple A. I suppose there's some cheap infantry AA as well, but that can be dodged with relative ease. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, the gunship's taking out a command vehicle there, and yeah, now they decide to go directly for us here. We've got a couple of Chaparrals, Black Panzers, Chaparrals for some reason not engaging from their maximum range, which is something they should be doing. But yeah, as you can see, we've got one hell of a little air versus grounds battle here, something you don't see it too often, and yeah, generally in games, especially in this game, yeah, anti-air is stronger than air, but yeah, this number of gunships though against, yeah, this rather relatively few number of Flak Panzers and Chaparrals and all that is going to make things a little bit tricky for us. At the very least, yeah, we do have a, oh, that's very nice, twin autocannon there. With 2 kilometers range, that'd be nice indeed. Although yeah, here comes the artillery strike, the rocket artillery strike for our opponents. Actually not doing too much damage to our AA, thankfully, but managed to panic them a little bit. Also coming in with a couple of my own Vulcans as well to try to do a bit of damage here, forcing a couple of these helicopters there, and yeah, actually, yeah, the thing is they're still doing quite a bit of damage though. Especially with that artillery barrage, my god, look at that. Just artillery spam all over the place. Incredible. FOB's taking a bit of damage as well, kind of sucks, but oh well. But there we go, at least I managed to take out all of their helicopters, and we got a hefty amount of points, but the problem is though, they've got 4,600 compared to our 2,000, so it was still a very, very long way away, and I believe we don't have any, nope, we don't have any control zones at all. Just go to satellite view. Yep, we've only got this single reinforcement zone Charlie, and I don't believe we really have anything in terms of command vehicles either. So we've just got one command vehicle there, and that appears to be it. These guys, oh there we go, we actually did have a couple of pushes here. I don't know why exactly he's pushing on a bloody Flak Panzers of all things, but anyway. So yes. And bam, down we go. So yeah, it's an interesting game, but wow, look at that. Total victory, even not just major victory, but total victory. So yeah, interesting game, but that could have gone a hell of a lot better if we didn't just basically, well, mostly my lads, but yeah, I suppose I did sit there a bit as well, taking a bit of artillery fire there. Yes, opponents really blasting the crap out of us. So I can't remember, it might have actually been a bit of a high points game as well, as in you start off with quite a few points to spend as well, which in my opinion kind of seems to encourage the use of artillery as well, because you can also afford to still defend them while shelling the crap out of the enemy. That's how there you have it. Until next time, this has been Dame Vidovich, signing off.